In this video, we're going to look into modifying the homepage slider. Yes, this indeed is the homepage slider. It does have animations if there's multiple slides. Currently, right now, there's only one, so it stays static. It doesn't change. But you can add it so that it kind of rotates through different slides. So, in order to edit that, we'll have to go into our backend dashboard. And on the left hand tab, there's a section called slider. So let's go ahead and edit that. In general, the easiest way to edit sliders or products or pages is basically going into the dashboard and look at what's already there, just to get familiar with what kind of content it's expecting or kind of parameters it's expecting. So, for example, I'm going to take a look at slide 1 before I even try to add slide 2. Slide 1 by default will be this one. So I'm going to go hover over this and click on edit, and it'll bring up the slide 1 slide. And as you can see, the slide mechanism looks something like this. So if I were going to add another slide, what I would do is keep this page open so I have something to reference, and open up a new tab and go into the backend dashboard, Marchand Promotions, and then /WP-admin, and I'll go into the slider tab, and then essentially I'm going to click on add new because I want to add new slider, but still have slide 1 open so that I can reference, so I can kind of understand what's going on. And again, this is a good tip when working with products as well, just because there's a few parameters and not everything's all clear cut. So I am going to click on slider. I'm going to go to add new slider, take a little shortcut there and just click on add new through the sub menu. So first thing I want to do is the name of the slide, and this is just for your reference. It actually doesn't show up anywhere. It doesn't say slide 1 or slide 2 at all. It's just for your reference. So slide 2, and then what I'm going to do is in the drop down box I want to select caption. So in this one I want to select caption, and then I'm going to copy this code here, this HTML code here, and we'll kind of go through and dissect what this code is doing and showing. So what we have is div class title, div class title 2, and div class title 3. For div class title, we have Majestic Creek. For title 2, we have Wood Mail Organizer. And for title 3, we have Clear Cutter from Your Desk. And what these different titles, title 2, title 3, what that does is designate the different font that's happening. So this would be title 1, Majestic Creek. Wood Mail Organizer would be title 2. And then Clear the Clutter from Your Desk would be title 3. And then we have the Read More button that would link somewhere if you click on it, and that is done in this section right here, this anchor tag piece of code here. So for slide 2, what we want to do is, let's say we want the title to be something, so I'll just make it easy and have it called title 2 will just be called title 2, just keep it simple, and then title 3 will just be called title 3. Within the anchor tag, where you see the URL, which is the address, you can change that URL to be anything you want. So let's just have this be Google. So http://www.google.com. That's the location I want people to go to when they click on the Read More button. Just for demonstration purposes. And you can also change it so that instead of saying Read More, let's just say read, and then ... We'll go back to slide 1, see what's next. Okay, so we have thumb as the next drop down box option. What thumbs is basically the URL to the image of this. So from our last upload, because we uploaded something for a product example, I'm going to use that exact same image. What we need to do first is we're going to add, we want to click on add custom field because we want to add another field. So I'm going to click on add custom field, and we'll wait for that to show up. Oh, it shows up there, and then we want to do thumb. We're gonna go to our media tab because the media tab actually houses all our image files as well as PDF, music, videos if we have those. I'm gonna have it open up a new tab just so we can keep all our tabs still open and go to it. And this is the that test image that we uploaded last time for the product example. I am gonna go and click on edit so that I can grab the URL of the image. Now this image is going to be really small. It's going to be 175 by 151. The image that you want, or the image dimension that you want for this should be, let me just bring that up so I can find out what the image size should be. It should be 559 by 392. That's the size. If you were going to add a real image to the slider, that's the size. And again, that's 559 by 392 pixels. But just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to upload this 175 by 151. It's going to look a little off, but you know, it's just demonstration purposes. So I'm going to grab the file URL, which is this. So that's the URL to the actual image. And I'm going to go to thumbs, and in the values, I'm going to paste in that that location, that URL. Let me take a look at slide 1, see what else is missing. I got my captions, I got my thumb, and that's it. So I want to click on publish. So once that's finished publishing, if I go to the home page and I refresh it, it's now going to rotate between this file cabinet and the slider that we just created, which is like some sort of snow melting. So the file cabinet will be first, and then the snow one will be second. And I think the interval between each of them is about 5 seconds, and we can always adjust that. So you see how it's kind of look messed up? It's because the second image is not totally completely covering the first image. But if you create them the same size, which was that 551 by whatever the second number is, it will just cover over it. And then we have our title 1, our title 2, and our title 3 once it refresh. And I think it will say read ... If I click on that, it'll set me to Google, which it does. So that's how you add, a slider. I'm going to go back to slider, and I'm going to go ahead and delete that slider just because it was just for demonstration purposes. And then after that, we will go into how to configure the timing. So let's say you want to change it from 5 seconds to maybe 10 seconds or so. So first off, slide 2, I'm going to hover over it, and I'm going to click on trash. And that way, that'll just delete that example slide we just created. On the left-hand side, towards all the way at the bottom, you're going to see an option called Oscar. Go ahead and click on that. And Oscar will then have an option called slider. You want to expand the slider accordion. And here you can change some features of it. So right now it's 500 milliseconds, so that's 500 seconds. If you want to extend it to 10 seconds, that'll be 1,000 and so forth. The slider effect is a slice down. I guess what it was doing, like this, whatever this animation is, that's a slice down. There's different slider effects like random, fold, fade. You can experiment and see what kind of effects you like. But in any case, you can experiment all you want. And everything else, you can turn on if you want, like next and preview navigation. I believe you turn that on. They'll have arrows so that people can actually click on to go forward and backwards within each slide. Keyboard navigation allows people to navigate each slide using their keyboards back and forward buttons. So just different options. I kind of just left the default where it's just bare bones. That way it doesn't look so weird when there's only one slide. If you have like arrows and all this like other options to make it look like it's a slider, if it's one image, it looks kind of weird because it's basically just a one image thing that doesn't move, but it looks like it should be moving. So in any case, all your slider options are under Oscar. under the slider accordion that you would expand. So that's it for the homepage slider. Thank you.